Hey ladies and gentlemen, this workout you're about to watch is for thoracic mobility and thoracic extension to basically release any tension that you have there, or at least give you some more capable extension in the thoracic spine. A lot of people when they're doing rows and when they're doing presses, their shoulders are rolled forward. We're trying to keep the chest out to really work the chest when we're doing presses, and when we're doing rows we really want the scapula to fire. So if your thoracic spine, which is your mid upper back, if it doesn't have that a little bit straighter back at the top and a little bit curve on the bottom is okay, but a consistent curve on the bottom. If it's rolled forward like this when you're rowing, you will not get the full contraction in your mid back, thus creating problems in the long term, especially shoulder problems. So a lot of people do too many push-ups, too many shoulder movements, and too many things that are in the front of the body, not enough on the back side. So in order to mitigate any injury and to create a stimulus to provide new movement or recover movement that you used to have, that you need to have, especially if you were in school and stuff, studying a lot of people rolled forward. When you roll forward, that upper back gets tight, and then people start getting osteocytes and stuff where it locks their mid back and they never get to have their mobility ever again, which sounds very scary, but it's very true. You got to try to correct that. So watch this video. It's about 15 minutes long, 12-15 minutes long. Each exercise you only need to do for 2 minutes. I'll explain real quick. There's 4 exercises. You're going to have, well, it depends on how you look at it, but 4 exercises. You have the mid-back, 90-degree feet on wall, thoracic extension. You're trying to keep your lower back flat on the ground as much as you can. Obviously it's not going to be completely there, and working down the back. So from the top, you're working from like the mid upper, right below the right at the shoulder blades, at the top of the shoulder blades. Make sure you squeeze your back away. Notice how I'm rolling them over. You want to do that, okay? So you do that for like maybe 15 to 30 seconds. Then you go down a segment or two, 15 or 30 seconds, a downer segment or two, 15 or 30 seconds. Do not go into the lower back where the ribs are gone. I mean, you can kind of find your ribs here or a little bit and then roll them around and see where the ribs end. But don't go lower than that, because the lower back is not supported as efficiently as the rest of the back. So you trying to do that isn't even thoracic mobility anymore. That's lower back. So keep it in the upper half of your back, near the shoulder blades, and you should be there for 2 to 5 minutes. Once you're done, again, you can follow along. I do it for like 2-3 minutes. There's a little notes on the bottom, so look at them, but make sure you're consistently breathing deep and releasing that back. So do that. You do that first exercise, then you have rolling out the shoulders. You might get a little bruised, so make sure you let your significant other know, or they're gonna think you have scratches from something else. So shoulders and then chest. So you work on the shoulders and release that, and then you work on the chest towards the middle if you can. As a guy, release that as well. If you're a girl, you work towards more of the upper chest, and you'll see how I kind of change that angle. You kind of just lean onto it in a different way. So again, 2 to 5 minutes per side. So again, a minute here is what I recommend at the very least, up to 5 minutes, honestly, if you want to be crazy. 5 minutes per side. You can honestly be in this mobility workout for 30 minutes. But to keep it simple, minute, that's 2 minutes. Other side, minute, that's 2 minutes. That ends up being 4 minutes there. 2 minutes on your lower back at the very least, or mid back. Let's cut that out. Mid back, upper back. And then another 15 reps up to for 1 to 3 sets of basically foam roller or anything else. You can use dumbbells if you want, but I'd say foam roller, overhead, scapula retractions. And those burn a lot if you do them correctly. You can keep the feet on the ground or bring them up off the ground, whatever your prerogative is. But again, you're doing this for at least 2 minutes per area to really release all that tightness that you have that's pulling you forward from all the years of negligence, essentially, in keeping yourself, what's it called, keeping maintenance on your thoracic extension. This will help you on your squat. This will help you on your posture. This will help you on your pressing. This will help you on your ab activation. Again, and this is the final note for you, because we could talk forever here. The thoracic area of the body, right? The upper half of your back, essentially. When that is not fluid in movement, that needs to be mobile. The thoracic spine needs to be mobile. You need to be able to rotate. You need to be able to extend to certain degrees. If you're not able to do that up and down or rotation from the thoracic spine, specifically if you can't do extension, you won't be able to rotate as much. If I'm here, I can't rotate as much, but if I'm here, I can rotate more. and I'm talking about rounding to the back. When you're able to extend and rotate, your lower back doesn't have to move as much to compensate for that lack of mobility. Again, at the kinetic chain, like what I've talked about to many of y'all, it's always stability, mobility, stability, mobility. In this specific area of the thoracic spine, it's mobility. The stability is right under in the core. So if this in the kinetic chain, the mobility of the thoracic spine is compromised, the stability of the abs is going to be compromised as well, and you won't be able to use them as efficiently in your lifts, and you won't be able to do everything better. You won't be able to have a better lower back control and endurance and all that, as well as if the thoracic spine again isn't mobile enough. Like I was saying earlier, the stability of the shoulders is inhibited, and now when you do pressing or when you do squats and all that, you're gonna feel some shoulder pain. You might feel it, you might not. In the long term, it's gonna give you problems. So that's that. So again, this is for mobility in the thoracic spine to help facilitate some more stability in the shoulders and the core, as well as give you better posture, better movement patterns, and better overall health. I'll see you later, guys. Enjoy this video. It's 12 minutes. I'm sorry to talk forever, but I really want to get you to understand why we're doing this and why it's important for many of y'all, especially people that don't do enough rowing exercises or have bad posture, why this is very good. So I'd recommend this to everyone, and I did it myself, as you can see. Hey, see y'all later, guys. Guess out, as always.
What we're trying to do here is we're trying to keep the feet up 90 degrees. This anywhere from the mid back to the upper thoracic spine. Back. Keep the low back down. And you lean over the top of the front board. Hands can go behind, so keep them closed so your shoulder blades are open. And go up and down while keeping the lower back flat to the ground as much as possible. Two minutes, follow along. Adjust if you need to. A little bit better. Adjusting. Make sure you're breathing. Notice how my legs got kind of far. Try to adjust. First part. We just did that first part. Next, we're gonna go into the shoulder here. Lay down if you want. Put the arm, delt, don't rotate it. Keep your chest open. And put the body on it for about a minute here. Find a spot that feels ugly. And breathe down. If you feel any parts that are ugly, you want to add some more pressure, bring the knees up. So how do you do that? Bring the knees up. And lean into that. So breathe there for a minute. One to 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. Do like 15 burpees. Okay, say we didn't finish that minute. Keep that area, look around here. Look for another spot. More towards the chest now. You just did the shoulder, right? Now move into the chest. The outside. Right here, I feel this here. Now I'm trying to move. But keep the shoulder blade down and back. Rotate the arm. Move the arm. And just breathe. For a minute as well. Keep it in the chest though, don't move too much to that shoulder. Go ahead and do it. Good to go. All right, let's go to the other side. Same idea. Find that spot in the chest now. Oh, we did the shoulder on the side. So now we're going to go into shoulder here on this side. So me, I don't have too much on this side. If you don't have too much, then so you don't have any in your shoulder on one side, try to adjust, rotate a little bit, and find a spot. Maybe right there. Yeah. So just hold that. Breathe in again. Breathe in here, okay? Hold in this for about a minute. To move a little bit, keep it more on the shoulder rather than the chest. extreme position here. Yeah, so that way. Then you can bring the hips up. Breathe in here. So about a minute. So not too bad. Now into the chest. Still shoulder. More into the chest there. Find the spot. You can even move in a little bit more. 1 minute's a little different, so work towards the more upper chest. And then lean into it. It's right there, I can feel it. Could bring the leg up like I did there. Instead of back here, bring it here. More stability. In the chest. And good. So now into both sides. Okay. From here. Your goal here is now that you have this newfound position, you can test it, but you want to get the muscles to activate and essentially own the new position. So how do you do that? You can grab the foam roller from the outside. Here has holes, other ones you can grab like this. And all you gotta do is bring the arms over here and squeeze your shoulder blades back and down, pull the chin back, and then you can give me some small reps. 15 reps here. Use the small muscles in your mid-back. The V, you should feel like a V in your mid-back, maybe on one side. I feel like one side is doing this. Try to get both sides. See your lower trap. You can do more. Right there. Okay, from there, you've just done your reps there. Finish off.